What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. And I'm glad you guys are in. Well, it's only one person in so far, but we'll wait a little bit and let everybody get a chance to get in here equally. Looks at one of the visuals that they got in Las Vegas as they bring people in. Hey, Nicole X. Now, what you're seeing here is what happened when a nurse went to go visit the memorial set up on the Vegas Strip. He's not the terrorist. He's called the killer. They're quick to eliminate him as a terrorist. That was one of the first things they wanted to do, is to eliminate this man as a terrorist. But here's the thing we don't get. How? There was no evidence. You hadn't interviewed the girl yet. This guy who had money, so finances wasn't his trouble. The man had over 45 guns, explosives, all type of devices. In each of his homes, he had a home in Reno that's loaded with guns, another place that's loaded with guns. All this stuff conveniently made is not the mindset of a man who just snapped. This was carefully planned. 30 guns. He had more than 30 guns plus explosive. He had explosive devices in his car. Planned it. It was well planned. Whenever you stake out a place for 4 days, he planned this. He knew what event. He knew the people he wanted to target. Because he knew if he went to a rap concert and shot up a bunch of rappers, America wasn't going to pour their heart out like this. But you go to a country music festival, and you see what happens. And rest in peace to all those that lost their lives tragically to this incident. But I've been trained, because society trains you one thing about the media. Question all of it. The one certainty that they always give you is question all of it. I question all of this. That's a lot of artillery for one person. Where's the security footage? They should have all this security footage by now, and we should be seeing this security footage. How are they humanizing them? Look at the title on the video you just clicked on. What did it say? Stephen Paddock. How a hunting a gambler and country music lover who lived a quiet life turned to massacre. You see that? What does his love for country music? Like he just went mad. This is not somebody who went mad. If somebody goes mad, they out of control. They go down the street shooting. They don't care, ain't nothing planned and thought out. They went mad. If somebody goes mad, they don't plan it out. They don't get up on a perch and say, I want to shoot down. They don't go and get their gun adjusted so it can shoot automatic. They trying to humanize him to the public's eye. They came right out. He's not a terrorist. He's not a terrorist. Don't you say that. What does it say on my title? Please put it in there because I can't see it right now. I can only see what you see right now. What does it say word for word on my title? On the picture, on the thumbnail picture that you clicked on, I'm quite sure you can read how they were humanizing him. Now they call him the killer. Of course a movie's coming out about this. It's just that, is it going to be on TV or is it going to be at the movies? I don't put none of this past anybody. You see, that's the thing. I don't put this past people. I don't just breeze through this. I don't believe there's one shooter. I question all of it. All this is going to do is try to make more gun laws and put them in place. And say the gun laws are too strict. Well, yeah, the movie with Jake Gyllenhaal. But see, the movie with Jake Gyllenhaal was great. They made a story out of him because there was a good story to tell. It was a tale of a story of a guy who was a nobody. And he basically wanted to still be a slouch, living off his mom. Even when they tried to make him a patriot, he didn't want no parts of it. And he was like, how am I a hero? I just got my legs blown off. Yeah, that's the thing. You never see nothing about Sandy Hook anymore. That's very weird. And that was children. I don't see any relatives. I don't see hardly anybody from Sandy Hook. Where is Sandy Hook? Does it even exist? Who lives there? Oh, we got a troll in here talking about somebody's ignoring him because he's trolling and not making any points whatsoever. Go ahead, troll, make a point, and then you'll be answered. No. Sorry, troll. You don't deserve that much attention. Yeah, I thought you was going to bring something to the conversation. You didn't. Goodbye. Now, what we're talking about here is how they've been humanizing him. Now, if this person was black, we know they've been listed as thugs. Right? Well, they're a bunch of thugs and gangbangers. Hispanic, bunch of essays. Anybody who's from India, terrorist. Right off the bat, they're terrorists. This guy, if this guy had visited Iraq, if his last name was Muhammad, terrorist. The terrorist known as Adam Muhammad, even though he was born in the United States and lived here, but the terrorist, because his name is Muhammad. Now, but because this guy is a 60-year-old white guy by the name of Stephen Paddock, he is not a terrorist. We don't know his religious beliefs. We don't know any of that yet, but he's not a terrorist. He's a lone wolf. A lone wolf. Can you believe that? All right, he's out of here. Now, right, they're doing an investigation, and we want to know what happened to him. We want to check his medication. And medication? Medication? This isn't somebody who was off their meds. Does this look like the work of a man that was off his meds? You don't kill 50 people off your meds because you don't get that far. This was something that was planned out. The terrorists come out and say, hey, he's one of us. We told you we was going to get Vegas and we got it. And they still won't call him a terrorist. They still look at them, still at it. All the damage they do, all they want to do is humanize him to make people feel safe. Like, no, don't lose faith in whites. White people, we're still good people. Don't do that. He was a good guy. He liked country music. What does his like for country music have to do with him injuring over 500 people? You ever thought about it? Why come no Hispanics, no blacks ever do mass murdering shootings? You see that? Have you ever noticed that? But we're the violent gangbangers. We're the violent SAs that they call us. He Lone Wolf McQuade to them. Now, they supposed to run the entire country. Why do they got to do mass killings? Exactly, Lex. That's the truest thing you said. We are mad at the person that we're mad at. We're not finna just go ahead and start taking it out on complete strangers for no reason. Why do they do this? Throughout history, wherever the Caucasians or the Anglo-Saxons have went, war has followed. They went to the Philippines, war. They went to Puerto Rico, war. They went to Africa, war. They went to Japan, war. Went to China, war. Went to Korea, war. Everywhere they go, war is soon to follow. Why is that? And when someone that looks like them goes ahead and creates a mass murder, you think of Waco, Texas. You think of all these other things that come to the light. You think about them. Oklahoma City bombings. All of these things that they're doing. Why? Why does this happen? Because they feel it doesn't matter to them. Why do you think black police officers or Hispanic police officers, most of them are not involved in accidental shootings? How many accidental shootings of white people from African American cops or Latino cops? If it's such we just doing our jobs, why come it's just whites? Why is it ain't the other way around? Why is it the other way? You don't see blacks. Oops, I'm sorry. Shot a white kid on a skateboard. The gun went off. He was resisting arrest. You know why? Because the black guy knows there's ramifications that's going to come if he did that. It's automatically programmed. He don't have to be told that. He know as a black man, it's a chance he's going to jail, lose pension, everything. He knows that's a reality for him. He don't have the same protection that Skalikowicz got. Skalikowicz, he's getting off. Yeah, Granatelli, yeah, he's getting off. Boyd, he's getting off. Ranowski, yeah, he's getting off. They know that they got protection if they do something like that. But old Jackson, he ain't got protection. They only need him for a character witness. So when you see stuff like this, question it. Question it all. One thing this country has told you to do and taught to you through its history is question all of it. Do not take it at face value. Because 99% of what they're telling you is a lie. Don't ever think they're going to tell you the truth. If you have learned nothing from 9/11, learn that. If you believe a 747 plane ran into the Pentagon, buddy, question it all. We don't have a president of the United States. Nobody, that's a no-show job. You have a television star, a reality show star, as the President of the United States that lets you know they no longer care about putting anybody out there. Nobody wants the job. They don't want anybody in there who's going to try to defer for what the real government and the real people want to run the country want to do. I haven't even banned that crazy troll. I guess YouTube got rid of him. Well, all he does is do what they want him to do. Go out there and say some words and talk. None of it means anything. He's just a puppet. But this is the first time you see the puppet. And now you know, like, oh, okay, that's a puppet. So the president's been a puppet all this time? Yes. It has always been this way. The president does not make the decisions that run this country, and we all know this. But yet, we are under the illusion that he does because it makes us feel safe to know that there's one person in charge. When they tell you that there's a cabinet of people that make a decision of maybe 20, 30-something people at a table, generals and everyone else, they're making decisions on this country, people, the United States, will not feel safe. They would think the world was in chaos. So you send them one person to be the face of the nation, the one to be the spokesperson, and people rest at ease because they feel this one guy got it all under control. If there's multiple people there, then they think it's not controlled. It's all over the place, so they're uneasy. And all this is done to make you feel comfortable, while they do whatever agenda it is that they want to get accomplished and pushed over. Do you think anybody would give a launch code to Donald Trump? I wonder what this button do. If I push this button right now, I wonder if it blows up. Can I just push it just to see? Or will some lights go off? Or would I get a phone call to see if it's okay to let it go? Nothing's gonna happen. It's just for show. Well, do I get some codes to take home? The codes change every 7 days. But here, you can hold this. It makes you feel good. Well, the thing is they keep you confused and distracted with sports, entertainment, television shows. We don't have time to focus on this stuff. Our television show is coming on. So we don't have time to focus on issues and all of these different things that plague our world because we're so focused on this. Well, yeah, because people actually died that people know. Yeah, I've been hearing reports that some of the deaths were exaggerated. So, that's something I'll keep to the chest. You know, out of respect for the people that lost people there. It's a tragedy all the way around. There are no winners, only losers. So, are there any questions you want to ask before we end this live stream? What websites I visit? Um, that's a good question. I don't really do too much internet, to tell you the truth. Besides YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, that's mostly it. Unless I'm ordering some or checking emails, that's about it. I don't really have a main website I go to like that for anything. I normally get the news off the, either Twitter line for information. That's what I say. I normally get the information sent to me. And it comes from everywhere. The news, reporter. I have my own education that comes none from the internet. They want us to believe that white people are the majority in America. Okay, you guys want to think that's a myth. Okay. You're not the majority. Everywhere I go, I see more white people than anybody in the world. But, you guys want to be everything, so go ahead. You guys want to be a minority, too. Like, look, I want to be a minority. I went to Taco Bell. I was the only white guy there. I mean, I was a minority. You gonna want the suffering. You guys want everything. I gotta have it all. Jeez. I want to be the have-nots. Why can't I be the have-not? Oh, man. Yeah, paper money. Once they put paper money in place of the economy dollar over gold, it was only one way the country was going to be headed, and that was in debt. Everybody has, Lex. That's like an obvious one. But even those are kind of wrong. Okay, you guys got about 40 seconds. Evolution. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life. Oh, evolution. We evolved. Everybody evolved. People came from, maybe you came from a monkey. We didn't. Well, if evolution is true, then what's wrong with the rest of these monkeys? Why haven't they evolved? Why haven't we seen an evolution in our time? Evolution. Believe in that nonsense? I'm out.